Hi, everybody, and welcome to a new week of programming. We are still kind of getting into our new cycle of programming, and like I said last week, it's going to be a little different as far as cycling, intervals or times go. It's not going to be the same every week, every day being the same like we did um, last cycle. It's going to be a little bit longer before you see turnover happen. So we're going to try and go about 8 to 10 days before you see repeats or progressions of lifts you did, say, last week or this week. For example, today's squat work, you'll see an extended amount of squat work on top of this, but probably in at least 8 to 10 days from now instead of 5 days. That's not, that doesn't mean that you're only going to squat one time, because we are throwing in front squats this time around. So you're going to be squatting twice heavily during that time. That's just so that we can cover a little bit more ground, and so that people who come on selected days can kind of get a taste of what they were missing the last go around. So we're just experimenting and seeing how it works. Not saying that that's going to be how it is from now on. All right, let's talk about this week's programming. Today we've got a lot of squat work, focusing on the clean first, one hang clean plus one clean. And the purpose of this is to be able to establish good positioning through the hang that will then transfer over to the clean from the ground. So again, just establishing good bar path off the ground through that hang position, keeping the bar close. Then we're getting into a pretty high volume back squat cycle here. Sets 1, 2, and 3 are pretty, those are really just for warming up into sets 4 through 6. Those sets of 7 right there are going to be pretty tough at 75%. So I want you to learn how to deal with heavy load for a long amount of time, for a long, what is called time under tension. And then we've just got a little 5-minute burner at the very end that I'm really concerned with, just keeping, a good pace throughout, because both those movements can wear you out pretty quickly, but we want to be able to extend for 5 minutes. Tuesday, tomorrow, we've got push press. We haven't done push press in a while, so you're going to be seeing these, for the next however long we're continuing this cycle. So we're doing 5 push presses plus a bent over supinated grip barbell row. So supinated meaning you're turning your hands the other way than you would normally hold the barbell. So palms facing up instead of palms facing down. This is to get a little bit different activation through your upper back as well as your lats. And it's also to kind of take some pressure off the shoulder. We do a lot of pronated, so we're going to start kind of switching grip up. Okay, you'll kind of see that, that kind of theme, frequently for the next few months. Also, then we've got a 8-minute AMRAP, strict handstand push-ups, or LC to dumbbell presses. So if you don't have the strength to do a strict handstand push-up, which many of us don't just yet, we're going to be doing LC to dumbbell presses. We're not going to be doing banded handstand push-ups. We're not going to be doing kipping handstand push-ups, because we want to get that shoulder activation and that midline stability just right, like you would do in a LC to dumbbell press. You'll see how these work tomorrow. Then 8 strict supinated grip pull-ups. Like I said, the grip is just kind of turned the opposite way. Rest 4 minutes, complete as many rounds and reps as possible in 6 minutes. 15 hand release push-ups, maintaining a midline so not flopping around, and then 15 box jump overs, and then rest 4 minutes, and then run 800 meters as fast as possible. So a few different AMRAP styles there. The first one, you're not going to be getting, too high of a heart rate. The second one you will. The third one's just kind of an all-out. So you're dealing with 3 different energy systems back to back to back right there. Wednesday, bench press and toes bar. When you see an EMOM like this, you need to think muscle endurance. So we're just piling on reps. We're piling on volume without necessarily, tiring you out too quickly. So they're broken up, but they're over an extended amount of time, and they do, add up. Then 3 rounds of 400-meter run plus AMRAP unbroken wall ball. So that's going to be, if and when you drop the ball, your set is over. Thursday, we've got kind of a strength day. We'll be getting a couple more sleds in, so if that doesn't happen by Thursday, we might be switching it for Friday. So we'll see. Every minute on the minute power snatches, and we're just trying to work on turning these over, touch and go if possible. These are hang power snatches. Then we're getting into 10 reverse snow angels. Watch the video. This is more shoulder health related. Atlas stone work, and then reverse sled pulls. So just pulling it like facing backwards. So the hard part, if you did it last week, the hard part. And then optional for 3 sets, barbell hip extensions. So you'll also see a lot of what's called posterior chain work, barbell hip extensions, reverse sled pulls, good mornings, Romanian deadlifts. All of those, in fact, deal with glute, hamstring, and lower back activation. That is super important with all the squatting that we're doing. Then deadlifts, 6 to 8 reps. We're kind of be switching back and forth between Romanian and regular deadlifts. So this week it's deadlifts. Next week it'll be Romanian and so forth. Then 20 unbroken Russian kettlebell swings, as heavy as you can for 20. And then we've got 3 sets, rowing, dumbbell hang cleans, and dumbbell thrusters and double unders stacked up. And there's going to be I know it says 3, it's going to be 3 sets with a 3 to 5 minute rest. And then optional, of course, more posterior chain work. Extra credit wise, we've got snatch work, muscle up work, and rowing intervals. For those of you who need it, please get it done. Make time before or after class to do your work. If you have any questions on this week's programming or about anything else gym related, feel free to let me know. Just shoot me an email, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. That's it. See everybody at the gym. Have a great week. Bye.